Hello everyone, I am Rajeev Chauhan and today I have brought to you another topic, that is Masala Bond. It is very much in the news. Again, ED is in action. As always. Now, first question, that why is this particular item is in the news? So, ED has given a notice to the Kerala government, particularly the Chief Minister and the Finance Minister, related to Masala Bond, and the ED, Enforcement Directorate, claims that the proceeds of a part of the overall proceeds of the Masala Bond have been used to purchase land which is not allowed under the regulations of Masala Bond. All right. So this is the news. Now, do many people say that it is a political issue since elections are coming, ED is on action, and this has been the way central government has been operating for so long. But do remember one thing, don't see everything from the perspective of politics. Even CAG has raised the flag related to the investment, related to the Masala Bond proceeds being used by the Keralian government. Okay. So, taking cue of that, ED has exercised their power. All right. So, Masala Bond has been issued by the Keralian government, particularly the KIIFB, Kerala Infrastructure Investment Fund Board. They are the main agency who is looking after all the investment and other things related to infrastructure development across the state. So they have raised the fund. So in the year 2019, so the issue has cropped up right now. So whatever is the case, we got to understand Masala Bond, because for our purpose, Masala Bond is very significant. So Masala Bond for the very first time was issued in the year 2014 by IFC, International Finance Corporation. International Finance Corporation is a part of World Bank Group. It is one of the institutions of World Bank Group. It is the private wing of World Bank Group. उसमें 5 ग्रुप हैं टोटल, 5 में से ये एक है. Now, the funny question is, why the name Masala Bond? Can't they have another name, Masala Bond? So there are many similar kind of bonds, Samurai Bond, Panda Bond, Dim Sum Bond, इस तरह का बहुत सारा bond है. All right. So particularly this type of bonds demonstrate a culture. It demonstrates soft power. India is known for masala. That's the core reason why the World Bank Group, the IFC, named it Masala Bond. There is no other reason as such, okay? Don't think the investment proceeds will go towards the development of masala, and since Kerala is very famous for masala, so they are doing things for masala. No, not like that, okay? ठीक है, तो basically masala का मतलब वही है, ठीक है? Now let's talk about what are the features of Masala Bond, because Masala Bond is one of its own kind of bond. Otherwise, normally when we talk about bonds are issued by the government, let's say, government-related bond, for n number of purpose, for let's say development of infrastructure. They want to construct road, railways, airport, so many things. So they borrow money from the public and they give return to the public year-on-year basis, and on the date of the maturity, let's say 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, they give the principal amount. This is what the system is. But Masala bond is a different kind of bond. So we got to analyze and understand fully the features of Masala Bond. So what are the core features of Masala Bond? Let's discuss it. So first remember it that it is a rupee denominated bond. Before I make you understand rupee denominated bond, I'll tell you that it is issued in offshore market. मतलब कि ये इंडिया में इशू होता ही नहीं है. It is issued in foreign country. It is issued in, the first bond was issued in London. ठीक है? You can issue this bond in other international market like Dubai, or you can issue this in Singapore or other in Tokyo, in America. ठीक है? You can issue in any country in which, remember, the country, if that country is the member of FATF, Financial Action Task Force, and the regulator of the capital market is the member of international, your regulator for the financial markets. Okay, if that is the case, then you can issue the Masala bond in any of the such countries. Okay, but you cannot issue Masala bond in India. All right, barring India, you can issue outside any international market. Okay, but if, let's say, you are issuing in London, so if you are issuing bond in London, it should be issued in pound, sterling pound, or any other international currency like dollar or euro or yen. But no, you are issuing it in rupee. That's the beauty of this bond. आप रुपी में इशू कर रहे हैं वहां पे. All right, so you will receive the amount in rupee, not in dollar. In other cases, you will receive the amount in pound, dollar, or other foreign currency. But here, you will receive in your own currency. Okay, and you will return back. You will return the money. You will pay the interest and the principal amount in rupee itself. Okay, so it's an rupee denominated offshore instrument. Clear? Now, but the proceeds of this money, the end user restriction is there. You cannot use it to invest in capital market. You cannot use it in real estate. Okay, to buy land or other things, you cannot use it. In real estate, barring the exception of construction of houses, if you want to develop township, then it is allowed. If you are not developing township, then that investment will be illegal. Now, what kind of investments are allowed? So, mostly it will be used in infrastructure development and green energy. This sort of investment is allowed with that proceeds. Another thing is, who can invest there? So, private company can invest there. Your governmental company can invest there. Kerala government has already, they can issue. Anyone can issue for that matter. There is no restriction as such. Okay, multilateral organization or World Bank kind of institution can also issue. It's not a big deal. Okay? So as of now, we have maturity period of 3 year and 5 year. For a smaller amount, we have 3 year. For a little larger amount, we have 5 year of maturity period. Now, regulation. So there are 2-3 layers of regulation. All right. One is Masala Bonds own regulation. Okay, that the end user restriction is there. What money will be used for what purpose? Second layer of restriction or regulation is external commercial borrowing. Means whatever regulations shall be applied on external commercial borrowing, the same regulation shall be applied on Masala bond. External commercial regulation is done by who? The Reserve Bank of India. Now the same will apply here as well. Along with that, okay, all right. along with that यहाँ पे रेगुलेशन जो है, along with that मसाला बॉन्ड रेगुलेशन प्लस external commercial borrowing plus FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act. All right, all right, वो भी allow लग जाता है. So ED issued the notice under FEMA because they cannot issue notice under ECB because it comes under Reserve Bank of India. Okay, and issuer, who can issue? Anyone can issue. Simple. It has to be your Indian entity or World Bank kind of group. All right. So this is what it is. These are the features. India में issue नहीं हो सकता है और किसी international market में issue हो सकता है. याद रखिएगा. ठीक है? चलिए next. Now let's talk about what are the advantages. Okay. What are the advantages? The first advantage is protection from currency risk. Now remember, for example, just imagine, हमने लिया अभी हमारा मान लो 90 है अभी रुपी, ठीक है, and you have taken loan today. All right, you have taken loan today and from let's say USA से आपने लोन लिया, ठीक है, $100 का, ठीक है. टुमारो अगर ये फिर से गिर के 100 हो गया, ठीक है, और लोन अमाउंट इज 100. नाउ अब जो है ये जो जस्ट बिकॉज द रूपी हैज बीन इज डिप्रिशिएटेड, गिर गया रूपी, ओके, द अमाउंट दैट यू विल बी पेइंग टू यूनाइटेड स्टेट ऑफ अमेरिका विल बी हायर. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? डेट सर्विसिंग कॉस्ट, दैट विल बिकम हाई. If rupee depreciate, debt servicing cost will become up. ठीक है, क्यों? क्योंकि rupee will be changed into dollar and then dollar will be given to them. It is the general situation is this, but here since it is rupee denominated bond, हमें क्या करना है? हमें दे देना पैसा वापस. Simple. We have nothing to do, nothing absolutely. रूपी में देना है, रूपी छाप भी सकते हैं हम ऑलवेज, ठीक है. दैट इज वन ऑफ द बेनिफिट्स. देन डाइवर्सिफिकेशन ऑफ फंडिंग सोर्सेस. यस, इंडिया नीड अप्रोक्सीमेटली $200 billion per year. Remember, 200 minimum, I am saying minimum $200 billion per year on infrastructure sector, development sector, ठीक है, of investment for India to support its growth. All right, इतना पैसा चाहिए तो भाई domestic source, international source, this is one of the sources. That's good. Support India's long-term goal of rupee internationalization. India holds the goal of rupee internationalization, that the trade shall be conducted in rupee. Like dollar is internationalized, euro is internationalized, pound is internationalized, we will internationalize as well. वो चीज के लिए हम भी सोच रहे हैं, ठीक है. तो अगर एक्सपेंड करते हैं हम ऑफशोर रुपी मार्केट अपना, यहां पे तो ऑफशोर रुपी मार्केट हो जा रहा है. जितना बड़ा होगा उतना ज्यादा रुपी का वैल्यू बढ़ेगा, उतना रुपी का क्रेडेंशियल बढ़ेगा, उतना ज्यादा इंटरनेशनलाइजेशन होने का चांस होगा. दिस इज वन ऑफ द वेज. देन इंप्रूव क्रेडिट प्रोफाइल एंड ग्लोबल प्रेजेंस. नाउ पर्टिकुलरली रिमेंबर, कॉर्पोरेट क्रेडिबिलिटी and corporate visibility will increase. Okay, now the corporate is working within India, generating fund within India. Now here they are generating fund from international level market. If you are generating fund from international market, that requires huge credence. Okay, and when someone is investing into you, they will look into your stuff, that how this company is performing, whether this company is transparent or not. So naturally, if that happens, then corporate governance of that company enhances. All right, so that will happen. Then potentially, देखो मैंने लिखा है word potentially lower cost of borrowing. I said potentially lower cost of borrowing. In general lower cost of borrowing नहीं होगा, potentially lower cost of borrowing. सस्ते में मिलने का चांस है. कब चांस है? When in global market there is huge amount of money. जब global market में पैसा liquidity surplus होगा, ज्यादा होगा तब हमें सस्ता में मिलने का चांस है. ओके, only in that situation, otherwise no one can say that. Okay, that's the reason why I use the word potentially. All right, clear? These are the advantages. Now there are certain, I can't say, so I have written the word, I could have written disadvantages, but I have chosen the word challenges. Challenges क्या क्या है, ठीक है? What are the challenges that we have to see, okay, in masala bond? देखो, first challenges is that rupee depreciation risk. Rupee has crossed 90, you know that. There is a possibility that it can go beyond 95 as well. If things doesn't improve, it might cross 95, and 90 is a psychological mark. Once you cross a psychological mark, there is no stopping. That is how it works. Economics is more of psychological than of functional or structural. Remember it. So rupee depreciation risk. Rupee is one of the worst performing currencies in the last few years. So people who are living in London, if they happen to invest, वो लोग सोचेगा ना कि यार करें कि नहीं करें, इतना depreciate जा रहा है, because they will receive money in rupee, और रूपी इतना depreciate कर रहा है तो उसको तो नुकसान हो जाएगा. तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है. दैट्स व्हाई पीपल थोड़ा रिलक्टेंट है इसको लेने में. नैरो इन्वेस्टर बेस, देखो, बिग इन्वेस्टर लाइक सोवरीन वेल्थ फंड, पेंशन फंड, इंश्योरेंस फंड, ठीक है, दे ट्रीट इंडियन एसेट्स, रिमेंबर इट, हम लोग कितना भी ग्लोरीफाई अपने आप कर लें, बट दे ट्रीट इंडियन एसेट एज इमर्जिंग हाई रिस्क एसेट. इट इज इमर्जिंग but high risk asset. Okay, when it is high risk asset, people are little reluctant to invest in it. Okay, so big investors are not coming, small investors are interested, they are investing. ठीक है, ये चीज देखने को मिल रहा है. ठीक है, then high yield expectation. Now the question is, what yield क्या होता है? पहला चीज, yield is the benefits that you accrue when you make some investment. मैंने 100 रुपए इन्वेस्ट किया, मुझे 110 रुपए मिला, तो दैट 10 रुपीज इज माई यील्ड. ठीक है, नो हाई यील्ड एक्सपेक्टेड. व्हाई? बिकॉज सिंस इट इज अ हाई रिस्क एसेट. ठीक है, क्योंकि रिस्क ज्यादा है. क्यों रिस्क ज्यादा है? रुपी डिप्रिशिएट होने का रिस्क ज्यादा है, इसीलिए रुपी डिनोमिनेटेड एसेट का रिस्क ज्यादा है. सो व्हेन द रिस्क इज हाई, people demand higher coupon rate. Coupon rate means interest rate. If the people will demand higher interest rate, then the cost of borrowing for us Indian will become high through masala bond. If the cost of borrowing through masala bond will become high, then we will look to other sources, that what is the cost of borrowing through other sources. So it is realized that in the last few years, that the cost of borrowing through masala bond and the cost of borrowing through external commercial borrowing and domestic sector borrowing, these two are much lesser compared to masala bond. So why to issue masala bond? Why not take money from domestic sector or external commercial borrowing? ठीक है. Last one is US Federal Reserve tightening challenge. It happens very often, sometimes unannounced. Okay, sometimes they give soccer as well. Last year as well they gave soccer. Okay, तो हो जाता है. तो when US Federal Reserve change their monetary policy, it creates panic. Okay, तो अगर वो अगर ऐसा कर दिया, तो then what will happen? It reduces the demand of your emerging market assets. All right, हम लोग का जो एसेट है उसका डिमांड कम हो जाता है. अमेरिकन एसेट्स डिमांड इंक्रीजेस. एसेट मीन्स America become a more favorable destination for investment. Most people will go to America. They will invest their money in America rather than any other country, and India become victim to that. And people who even have interest in masala bond might not invest here. So these are some of the challenges of Masala bond. All right. So this is all about Masala bond. These are the two questions that is there. You can solve this question. This is a question of UPSC. All right. UPSC asked this question in 2017. Okay. All right. 16 or 17. तो थोड़ा देख लीजिएगा और इसको भी आप सॉल्व करिएगा एंड कमेंट इन द सेक्शन प्रोवाइडेड. ठीक है. And whosoever's answer is correct, I will take his name in the next video. So thank you very much.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.